Alright, first thing we're going to do on this actual seat is remove this handle, which allows you to pull up on the hinge seat. This is just connected with a stainless steel screw and a couple washers. So we're going to remove that. And then, like I said, we're going to take a screwdriver, and all along this edging there's a seam right in the middle, and inside the seam is where they put the staples. So we just need to go along there and remove all those staples. So I'm going to do that for you, and then we'll show you the next one. Okay, so I've taken the staples off the bottom seat, and what we're going to do is peel off this vinyl. Okay, so you just want to pull it back like that. And pull back on this side. And very similar to the other seat, you've got this outside cushion which comes out. And then you've got your cover with another cushion in the middle with its own piece of leather, or I'm sorry, vinyl, that is stapled down to the backboard. So we've got to take these staples out, and then we'll have that cushion just like the other seat, and we'll put our other cover back on the same way we did before. First laying it out here, putting staples in, putting that cushion back in place, and then putting the new cover, stretching that over the backboard, and then stapling it. So let me take these staples out. Okay, so we have our old seat cover off on the bottom seat. Again, same kind of layout. We got a piece of foam in the middle, and we take our new cover, and as you can see, we want to line up that bottom blue fabric here with this. So we've got this piece of leather that has to cover up this piece of foam. We've got to stretch that down, we've got to staple that to the backboard, and then put on this outside piece of foam like that, and then stretch the cover over the other piece of foam and staple it to the back, and then put the edging over that. So I'm going to staple this down. Again, the key to stapling this down is to mark a line around the old leather where you're taking the staples out, so you can know pretty much where you want to stretch this leather and where to staple it, so you don't really have to guess that much. So hopefully that helps, and let me get started on that. Thanks. Just to show you a little progress on this bottom seat, what I did was, you can see this piece of leather, I lined this up with the edge of the board. That's how the old piece was. And I did the same thing on the other side here, which meant I then had to stretch the leather back here to bring it over the foam and push down the foam. And one of the things you can do as you're putting the staples in is to push down. Once you've lined up your leather with the mark you had from the previous piece, you can push down, which will give you a little bit of a lip, and then you can take your staple gun and run it about every inch along there, and you pretty much have a seam that helps you out there. So let me finish this up and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so we have this bottom seat all set in terms of, we have all the staples around the vinyl on the underside. Here's the finished product. The only thing we have left is this edging, and this edging has a seam in it that you can separate like that, and basically you line up your stapler so the staples go inside that seam, and you're running this edging over the top of the other staples to hide them, and that's about it. So let me finish that up. Okay, and here is the final product, guys. Both the bottom seat and the backing on both the driver and passenger side. So as much as I was thinking it was going to require me to have someone do this, I was able to do it myself. The skins here cost about $245, I think. And again, I bought them through a Nitro dealer who ordered them from the factory, and I just had to give them information about my boat, And then the stainless steel staples were about 10 bucks. Other than that, it was just my own labor. So I guess if I can do it, you guys can do it as well. All right, thanks.